Hey everyone, welcome to the demo session of CKYC download. So this demo will be on the API documentation of Decentro, where we'll be showing how to test the CKYC download API on documentation itself. You just need your credentials, which has to be passed in headers as client ID, client secret, and module secret. So as you can see, there are four sections on the screen. One is your request body parameters. Second is the headers, which involves your credentials. Third is the curl formation box, where once we enter all the details in body parameters and headers, these data get populated in the curl format and it forms a curl to send the API request. And here is the response. Once we click on try it, you'll be able to see the response in real time. As you can see, we have reference ID. So reference ID is something, a unique ID that you can assign for each API request that you pass. ID number is the CKYC ID that you get. In order to do CKYC download, you must have CKYC ID. If you don't have CKYC ID, we would recommend using a CKYC search API, using which you can get the CKYC ID if the information of the user is present in CKYC repository. We have three auth factor types, 1, 2, 3. So first is date of birth. So if you're passing auth factor type as 1, the auth factor value would be date of birth. If you're passing auth factor type as 2, the value would be something different. And all these values have been mentioned in our documentation for CKYC download. So please refer that if you want to pass other auth factor types. As I mentioned, auth factor type is 1. So the value for auth factor would be date of birth in the format YY, MM and date. Consent is by default false. We'll mark this as true. And as you can see, the consent over here was false. Once I updated the value, it changed to true. Consent purpose, you can give the purpose for hitting this API request. I have given something like demo purpose for CKYC download. We also have a functionality which does OCR on the CKYC download result. This only happens once your CKYC data is successfully downloaded from CKYC repository. If you want to perform OCR, you have to select this as true. If you want to go ahead without OCR, you have to select this as false. For now, we'll do this as false. And as you can see, I have populated my headers, client ID, client secret, and module secret. And we are ready with our request body. Now we'll go with try it and we'll see the magic happening on the screen. As you can see, the request was done in real time and this request was done on staging data. You can see we have got the response for this API, which was very fast. You'll get Decentro transaction ID with this response, status, whether the API status was success or not. We also get data block, which will give you KYC status, whether CKYC download was successful or not. There are additional details like personal identifier data. One is your constitution type, second is your account type, your CKYC number, your first name, last name, and you also get your mother name, father name, including your DOB. You also get your permanent proof of address. What is the proof of address that you have used? Then your residential address, your declaration place, mobile number, all essential information, including the images attached to your CKYC repository. So you can see we have image details, identity details block over here. And you can see you have sequence 1 as proof of possession of Aadhaar. And this ID verification status is marked as no. We have image details, you have proof of possession of Aadhaar, you have photograph, and all these images are present in base 64, which you can decode using a tool, or you can build a code at your level and you can decode these images into a relevant format. Either it would be a JPG or PNG. So this was a demo on how to use the CKYC download feature on Decentro documentation. That's it for this demo. Have a good day. Thank you.